Hi all, how are you doing? Looks like my camera's right. 1 second, because my camera's decided it's not going to play nice. So turn that one off a second. And click on there, click on there. Hello and welcome to the show. So let me just get the screen up and running. So, here we go. There we go, Star Trek Fleet Command. Yes, we are back for another live stream, and tonight we're going to be doing the messages. Please ignore the score on the far side of the screen. I wish I'd actually watched the match. Unfortunately, having streaming, you don't have live TV. But anyway, let's get me well, I tell you what, let's leave my camera away. Let's move just between the ships for now, because do you really need to see me? If you do, drop it in the comment section down below, because obviously I'll be there. In the meantime, let's get rid of that score. That was the final score between England and Germany in the Nations League or something like that. I don't really follow it that much nowadays. So, but anyway, hi, welcome to the show. Tonight's show, we are going to be doing the missions. That's going to be the core of tonight's show. Obviously, anyone wants to know anything, please obviously drop in the comment section, and I shall see what I can do. There we go. So, as you can see, yeah, not been doing an awful lot this evening because there's not an awful lot. The arc's ended, so, and I suppose we could throw the arc review. We can discuss the arc tonight as well, couldn't we? So we're going to have plenty of time to discuss it. But yeah, I don't know how everyone was finding the arc, so bit of a crappy start really, wasn't it? So, but yeah. Right, so how much is my, oh, hello. Oh, I'm actually near OPC mode. So, but yeah. So we're going to recall that. So what we've got going on so far? Well, we've got this. Yes, they decided to throw this back in for another 2 days. Yes, another 2 days. And is it a cross-server leaderboard? No, it is just a standard leaderboard. So if you want to get your points in to come and get Cisco, obviously, yeah, it's just game power, this one. Literally, it's not, well, yes, you still got to spend materials. Okay, you've still got to spend materials because you're going to need materials to do your research. You're going to need materials to do your defense platforms and your buildings. So just bear all that in mind when you come to do that. And also all the other stuff that you have to spend as well just to gain power. Platinum, speed ups, resources. So these are pitals full. But yeah, I think this month has been full of a few hiccups and pickups and yeah. But anyway, and then we've got the SMS as well, come back for another round, which is you spend your materials and your directives. Yeah, if you get your directives, that is. So, unfortunately, I decided to leave my alliance. I decided it was time to go back solo for a little bit. Yeah. They threw in Cal tonight, didn't they? I picked a hell of a time to go on walkabout again. But yeah, Cal's back in. So, I won't be getting any of the extra stuff. But it doesn't matter. I'm not fussed. To be honest, with the payouts that you actually get in that, it's pretty crap. But we can go over Cal if you'd like me to. But anyway, so it's time to crack on with the missions. I haven't even got Discovery set up yet. Shock horror. I've not got Discovery set up. Ooh. Right, let's put him on the end dock. So obviously, Discovery is going to be the one that's going to be jumping around and going to all the waypoints and everything else, as per usual. So we need to make sure we also have the correct crew. Right, let's... Oh, hello. Let's clear the lower deck, shall we? And clear the upper deck. Now, I was thinking to myself the other day, and I don't know how people actually feel about this, but it's like, when it comes to crewing your ships, maybe if they took that bridge section, expanded it to 7 and put it on the starbase to affect all docks. Yeah, and then the only strategy for your ships individually comes from what you put here on your lower deck. I don't know what people think of that kind of idea. Move the officers actually to your starbase and it affects all your ships in dock, or So, and then just use this to how you crew it out below deck. Yeah. But I mean, it's like other ideas. I've been throwing loads of ideas around my head lately about potentially ideas to improve the game, but a lot of it does need a lot of meta changes and things like that. So, but yeah, let me know what you think. What do you think could also help improve this game besides actually fixing the game? We all know the game is in dire need of being fixed because it just crashes, it doesn't start properly. And I was actually thinking more along the lines of when you used to have your old computers back in the 90s. I mean, for those who are like in the, let me think, where would you be now for being in the 90s? You've got to be in your 30s. Yeah, you've got to be in your 30s and higher. I mean, I'm 37. I was born in 84, so which means I'll definitely know it. But those who remember the first computers, like when you used to get fill their RAM or memory or whatever it was, they used to get to a point where they really slowed down, nothing worked properly, and eventually, if you carried on, they would eventually crash, shut down. So, massive error. That's it. Game over. So, something like games as well. You used to put so much in, do so much at once. Some games crashes, and some still do. I mean, there is another channel I watch here on YouTube, Retro Badger Gaming. He does videos from Star Trek Bridge Commander, using the various different mods that there is. But even he still finds problems on a PC where it crashes at certain points because there's just too much going on. And I think we are finally getting to that point in this with this game. Because obviously events are not starting properly. There's scoring issues at event change. So, yeah, it could only mean a couple of things. What could it mean? Well, that's down to you guys to answer that question. So, we're also banging in the Enterprise tonight as well, because if we need to summon the ship in to take on some big bullies, there we go. So, I might even do some OPC hunting tonight as well. I've been doing that a bit more lately as well since going solo, and I went through Origin Space, pulled a fair bit of ISOs 1, 2, and 3, and One Alliance was actually doing a takeover at the time as well, and I popped 5 OPC miners in just in there alone. So it took 2 Vidars to do it, and obviously my Vidars are like 481,000 cargo. But anyway, also we received this as well. Now, Eco did say that there would be a oopsie chest coming out with shards of these 3 officers. Yeah. So I haven't claimed it, so I thought I'd claim it here. But, I mean, okay, fair dues, not too bad. Nothing to shout about, is it? 5 shards each? Wow. But, yeah. I mean, to be honest, the last round of oopsie chests that they did, they weren't too bad, besides the sly little thing that they did with the Cerritos. Slide them 10 blueprints in to try and take that event away from players. Which it was successful with a fair few players, wasn't it? But anyway, so I digress. So how about we crack on with the missions? So let's go back into the starbase. Oh, my base. Click on the holodeck. And okay. I've lost a set of missions. I've actually lost a set of missions. Okay. So I guess we're not going to have as many missions to do tonight. I wonder what happened there. So, the Dark and Stormy Galaxy. Right. Okay, so we're starting off with a distress call originating from the nearby system. On screen, here we go. Clues, straight up, boom. This is Captain Raquel of the Celeste. We need your help. We're stuck, well, we don't know, in some sort of anomaly. These damn energy flares are going to rip the hull right off the ship. Repeat, we're in dire need of assistance. What was that? Oh, okay, so, yeah. Now, is that a clue? Would that be a clue towards who the spy is for this? I really don't know. But anyway, so we need to go investigate the signal. So, how about we send the Discovery in? Right, where's she? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to send the Discovery out to nearby, because what I want to do is quickly send a message to Scopely asking, where's my missions gone? Because that's, I'll tell you what, that I can do that later. I'll bang it in later on, but we're in the nearby system anyway, so it's not going to take long to get there, if we ever get there. I thought I would have got in. So there we go, 22 seconds. So we'll crack on there. Let's get me miners set up ready for tonight, shall we? So change officers over, boom, and change it to a meridian. Okay, I'm detecting violent fluctuating energy readings from up ahead. This must be where her crew got trapped. We'll attempt to hail them. Hail the independent ship. Oh, hello. Hello. It's at one of the nodes. Collisional plasma. This is for your starbase. Yes. Also, yes, and I will point out, yes, because I did leave my alliance, my reputation's gone. Hi, Jeremino. And I hope I pronounced that right. Yeah, I've dropped all the way back down to neighbour because I have been building it up. So, downside to leaving your alliance. Obviously, I'm slowly trying to build up the stuff I need for the starbase. However, it's going to go slow because I can't get the directives. Now, yes, I will say if I was still in alliance, then I'll be getting them, not a problem, and I'll be building this thing up nicely. Because I'd be able to do the Armadas, no problem. However, I want to be solo for a bit. I want to try and do this mechanic by myself as well, and see how well I can do. But the one thing is, it clearly is an alliance starbase. You do need the help of your alliance. So, I mean, yeah, if people want to join my alliance, I'm not going to stop them. Obviously, they'll have to send me an invite because it is a private alliance, but they'll see me flying around, and if they want to join me, they'll message me. Shields are down, hull integrity at 20%. So that was Martinez. Have we noticed how all these characters seem to have the exact same appearance? There's no difference in them. There's no difference. Okay, so we're engaging a tractor beam on ship. Too strong. It's trying to. If you try and pull us out, you're just going to add more stress to the hull as it's about to fail. Well, very well. What can you tell us? Not a lot. Spend more time fighting for our lives. It's supercharged plasma. A plasma storm. Right, so could this be the set of missions that actually tell us about the starbase? If it does, I've got a funny feeling I won't be getting very far. So, oh, we've got to supply some dilithium. Yay! Wasn't meant to do that bit. Let's get back through. Donate. We don't want to do later. How? Shields are back up, and the hull damage is extensive. We'll need to get some repaired ones when we reach Orion. Okay, so we want to make it out. So now we've got to travel, by the looks of that waypoint marker, to the next side of the anomaly, just to pick up the captain of the ship. Yay! So right there, what do we do? Where do we begin? I don't know. Return to our starbase. Collect all the data, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So we need to go to our starbase. Well, the easiest way of doing that, right? Here we go. Click, stop, recall, boom. Job's good. I like doing that a little bit. Nice and simple. So the plasma storms, analysing the data. Okay, so I'm not quite sure where we need to go from there. So click down there. Ooh, not bad rewards really. So, I mean, what are we looking at? That one. So we need to collect that, and there's the rewards for that. So I've cross-referenced the points. Ship was trapped in. Yeah, okay. Well, let's wait for it then, Commander. And I've just realised I've not actually started the music. Oh, naughty Pegasus. Oh, here we go. Obviously, if it is too loud, please do let me know. So, right, so Dark and Stormy Galaxy. So, another 175. Those rewards ain't as... But we're getting our dilithium back that we paid out. Yeah, 30,000 dilithium we just did in the last part. Here, now we're getting it back. That should be interesting. So, we go into Federation space. So, like, 55 seconds. Well, guess what? We're going to jump. So... I made a bit of a whoopsie the other morning as well. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday morning. Woke up to find actually I'd got some notifications. My base was being raided. They only got about 16 billion steel out of me, but I mean, it's not an awful lot in the grand terms of what I've actually got in my base. I mean, some players have like billions and hundreds of billions. So I'm on the cup of tea tonight. Yep. So here we go. Okay, is that a cargo ship? In the same predicament. Oh, it's a Nausicaan. And you let go to town on that cargo ship. Don't think so, buddy. Okay. So I'm guessing we're going to have to go shoot somebody, aren't we? Now, given this is actually a level 25, this is for players level 25 and above, I'm guessing my discovery should actually be able to fight this. So now we've got to go fight. Why is it sending me out to deep space? Defend. Here we go. So let's have a look at the ship. Oh yeah, Discovery can easily deal with this. So I think next time I might send Discovery back, actually put a proper below deck on her. So yeah, might do. You never know. But and these still scored towards the Crucible of War. Yay! Thank you for the assist. Okay, well, now what you mentioned, Uskas did do significant damage before you intervened. 1 million power steel. Oh, we've got to donate some power steel this time. I wonder if we'll get that back in the next part. And there comes the next waypoint. Now, another thing I was also thinking was added to the game was like things like when you log in, your base receives a distress call from somewhere in the galaxy, so you have to send a ship out and make it a time-sensitive mission. So say like you've got 30 minutes to do that mission. Be it bugger if you're only logging in just to change your miners over. But yeah, I don't know. So maybe something like that. Yeah, you never know. It'd be interesting to that. I think those would be interesting. Random distress calls. It definitely spice things up a little bit. Okay, so we don't want to track down a rebel leader because we're not in Star Wars. How far are we travelling? Oh my god, 2 minutes? Oh, we're travelling over to Klingon space. That's why. Hell no, we're not going to take 2 minutes to do that. But yeah. So let's fly through. 38 seconds to do that. So while we're doing that, let's quickly sort this miner out. So let's get his crew back on it. There we go. Oh, didn't mean to come out of that. Okay, so she's ready for going. What does she need? Hey, Nuts! Yes, you made it tonight. It's good to see you, buddy. So we're just doing these missions. I've actually just found some missions are actually missing. So G3 rare. Yeah, I'm actually saving up my Itogen because I need to do it for a lot of research, so I think the Meridian can wait. Hey Joseph, how you doing, buddy? So, blah 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 blah. The Science Festival. Okay, more Nauticans? Yeah, won't be surprised. So, okay, so there we go. So we've done that part of the mission. Let's move on to part 3. Yay! Hostiles are converging on the Science Vessel. Oh no! Really? Okay, so defeat 10 hostiles, 25 or higher. Good pushing for second spot in my Mining Monday. Oh, brilliant! How many features have you got, Joseph? Because that's usually a good one. It did say 25 or higher, didn't it? Yeah. So why? Somebody's got to go to another system. Ugh. Typical. You want to bump up that Meridian to boost your refinery. I've already got a higher tier Meridian. I'll show you. Here you go. This one's tier 8. So, and this one's only tier 7. So, I don't know why it's out in space at the minute. It shouldn't be. Charging. 41 seconds. Where the hell have I put him? I don't know. 3. Oh, that's alright then. One tier 9 faction. Oh, that's alright then. So I'm guessing on your faction ship then you'll be using the Ferengi crew with Erok as captain. So, right, let's send this Aretha. Is it all explorers in here? Our traders, they'll do. So send him in, and then we'll start blasting. So right, let's zoom out a wee bit, and then go pop some. Yeah. So I was like, with those Ferengi crew, I was actually quite surprised with how bloody good miners they actually are. I mean, you put them on the Botany Bay, they increase the Botany Bay better than what Joachim does. Joaquin does. 10,000 Latinum a day is very nice to have. Yes, it is. Hang on, 10,000 Latinum a day. What is your feature, mate? What's your highest feature? Because that's actually quite... That's more than what I get. I can get just under 8,000 a day. Oh, there are all battleships in this system as well. No! We'll take some out. He got the refit. Who? Me or Joseph? Tier 9. Ah, yeah. Right. So, that... What's your cargo bay on that then? On a standard cargo bay? Because that's actually quite... I bought some parts in store. Ah, right, yeah. Let's see, cargo bay must be pretty good for that one. I mean, I've been grinding it out every single day on RNG with free to play, and I'm only just a tier 6 on my feature. But I mean, hang on, tier 9. I hate to think how far out in deep space you can get out with that. That's going to be some distance. I mean, tier 9, I think that's around 150 watt range, if I'm correct. I mean, obviously, do correct me, because I can't always remember these things. How many we killed so far? I went for the disco skin for some reason. To be honest, the Discovery skin, it looks good. It really does look good, but it... Depending on how good your RNG is with Lorca being added to the chest, then yeah, it can be alright. But it just looks good. I mean, if we zoom in on my discoveries, you can see I've got it. So it's not too bad. It does kind of hide it as well in certain systems as well. Oh, we have a Vulcan. This has been compromised and my work is for naught. Oh, okay. Vulcans and their lies. They don't. Almost 200. Wow, 400,000 protected. Gee whiz, that's good. I use the event store to level it up. Nice. Nice choice. To be honest, actually thinking about that, Joseph, maybe I should have done that. I think I will at the end of DS9 actually, because when I went to when I actually checked the warp range on my tier 6 feature, I mean it's been tier 6 for a couple of weeks, but when I checked it and found it was like 121, I just thought, whoa, this is a new explorer for me. So yeah, I mean, wow, 200, blooming hell. What ops level are you, Joseph, if you don't mind me asking? My vessel's in no condition to leave the system, let alone traverse across the galaxy. The last to escort you. Okay. So it looks like we're going to be flying out. Yay! Oh, 1,200 recruit tokens. So I might use them. The feature, I'm still at 36, so can't upgrade till 37. Oh yeah, you're stuck behind a level lock, aren't you, nuts? I totally forgot about the level locks for the features. So Ops 41. Oh, Jess, so you're the same Ops as me then. That's brilliant. So which means you're definitely getting out that far. That is good. But yeah, I mean, nuts. I will tell you, upgrading that feature is definitely one of those must. Mine that concentrated latinum and then refine as much as you can. Yes, all the parts are RNG based, which is a ball ache. But Scopely do love their RNG with this game, don't they? And I think that's another big problem with this game, is the amount of RNG in this game. It's ridiculous. So, right. Do. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh. How many heavies can you kill? Still only one. No matter which way I try it, with the Cerritos, without the Cerritos, using my jelly, using my auger, I'm still only killing one. I've pretty much now got to the point I've given up with trying to get those heavies. I'm going for the G4 Valdor. So I'm starting to save up for that. When the feature launched, I had 3 maxed. I use the event stores to max them for my odd divorce. Alright, okay. Yeah, that will explain why you got 3 features then. I only had the one divorce, but then again, it's like with the I love blowing up one and completing the other. And completing the event. Yeah. You're on about the Parabellum event, aren't you, nuts? Or are you on about things like Cow and all that? If you have a tier 8 Augur and have Bevicon, yeah. A tier 4 Skinny Mud. Yeah, unfortunately I don't have a tier. I only have a tier 5 Augur because the ore is just so hard to come by, and since I made the jump into the 40s, it's even the G3 ore is even is even worse. I mean, only 2 heavies. Yeah, that's not good enough for me because that's just more in repair costs and travel time. I look for if I can get an average of 5, then I'm happy. 5, and then that's only like 5 runs to complete my dailies. I mean, killing 2, that's like, yeah, I killed one with a tier 3 auger, currently tier 5. Yeah, mine's tier 5, and I can't see it going any higher. So, but right, so where are we going next? Oh, another plasma storm. Oh, we're going to one of the magnetic ones. Yee! So, another thing not being in the alliance as well is like I've can decide on who I want as me in my diplomatic as allies and that. Means I've got more OPC targets now. Yeah, that's definitely made it a lot more fun. We have everything we need. A little more action. Oh, okay. Do. And off to Quaylor. We're certainly jumping around a little bit, aren't we? I don't think I found anything more than like 2 waypoints in one system. That's it. Do. And here she is. What we got next? Oh, great. So it looks like we're going to end up with another fight. So it looks like we're going to end up going into a fight to begin the next part. Hey! Sit around all day. I'm going to show these guys for what? It's an expression. He's a Vulcan. He doesn't know what it means. Is protect the scientists. What rewards are we going to get for this one then? That's the holodeck. We don't want the holodeck. 80,000 ship experience. Fair dues. But I mean, I suppose we can't expect too much because it is a level 25 mission. So. Post haste. Oh, what you could load that? Oh, what you sent me there? Let's have a look. Ugh. Discord. The only problem is my Discord on my tablet's working so slowly at the minute. Approach the lab. Do. Right, crew loadouts. What we got then? Oh, you got the new skin for the auger. Nice. Yeah, you see, it took to me taking that kind of damage. I mean, yeah, you're tier 5, but taking that kind of damage to me, that's way too much. That's like more costing repairs and everything that I'd be looking at. So, oh, we got to give some more. We got to get some titanium out this time. Go on then, let's send it. But how are you finding the new skin notes? Are you finding it any good? I mean, from the people I've spoken to about the new skin so far, they're actually enjoying it. Oh, so now we've got to leave him alone. That's that. Back to my station. Here we go. And now we wait. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, I've just seen them nuts. Wish I'd got one for the D4. Is it not in the store anymore? I don't know what they've got in store lately. So, oh, that extra QV. This is a pissing joke. This is a freaking joke. 90 quid for this, or $100 for our friends across the pond. It's a bloody joke. No, by the looks of it. No, they've actually got rid of the skin. Yeah, okay. Fair dues. I thought that would have carried on a bit, but it was strange how they released them all separate to each other, though. Okay, so now the Vulcan actually wants to cooperate and actually show us what he got. So now we're going to head out there. Or shall we say, we're just going to turn the ship. I anticipate it'll return next month. Yeah, I should think it would appear. Chose to get the mini pass. Yeah, I've not seen the mini pass yet. It's not come up, which is unusual. I mean, they might not be running it this month. I mean, if that's the case, then it's going to put my timetable for the next refinery. There we go. Blueprints for Alliance Starbase. Oh, we're going to have to select our rewards. Oh. Right, Jeremy, right. I asked you this in the last stream, right? What do these letters mean? Can you please tell me what do they mean? Because I am at a massive loss whenever you put these. I mean, to me, K is a short for OK. So yeah, please tell us, what do these letters actually mean? So, I mean, I've seen things like N and Q, and I don't understand what they mean. Is it just you putting a comment on them? Or is it just typing something into the comments? Or I don't know. Any help would be appreciated. Always get a cup of tea on my nose. Okay, so now we're hailing. Oh, stay at the outstation. Advanced air, cutting edge ships. Okay, so now she's complaining about the blueprints for this starbase. You've already admitted the Celeste cannot outrun us, Captain. Do you believe that you can outgun us? Oh, where is she? There she is. There's the Celeste. So we'll go blow her up. Yay! Another kill. Another kill. So we'll beam the blueprints and the prototype to our ship directly. Negotiate, transfer the technology, or take it by force. nice little bickering. It's always nice to see a little bickering going on between the characters. Adds a little bit more life to them than just an image on the screen. Oh, Martinez, he's putting his foot down with his captain. Okay, captain's like, I was stupid. Help us out. What do you say? Oh, let's have a look. So we got some speed ups, and is that a 4-hour shield? Oh yeah, that's a 4-hour shield. So that's Now, which way do we go here? So it's either share it or keep it to ourselves. Now, there's an interesting conundrum. What path shall we take? Any suggestions? I mean, to be honest, the rewards either way are, yeah, for my level, they're pretty meh, but for level 25, they'll be pretty good. So, choose reward, yes. Go on, Nuts. I'll let you pick this one. Which way do we go? So, your choice, mate. Shall we be typical Starfleet and share? Or actually, no, Starfleet don't share technology really, do they? Or should we just keep the tech for ourselves? Let me see the prize. There you go, mate. I say, for me and you at our levels, mate, it's pretty meh. But, I mean, the recruit tokens, they'll go to the 1200 that we earned earlier in this mission. But, I mean, you got some speed ups as well. I mean, the 3 hours, so, I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, it's what? That's 21 hours worth of speed ups. Yeah. So, share. Here we go, then. We're going to share. Listen to your number one more often. Okay, so let's head over to there to share the technology. Yay! Right, number one. You jumped the gun this one. I'm sorry, Commander. Things have been tough lately. The payment for our last delivery barely covered the transport costs. Well, that's what happens when you just transport cargo. No hard feelings. Okay, so now we've got to return to our station. So, there we go. Rep the human race. Alliance Starbase blueprint is steep. We'll need to work with our alliance in order to build it. So to spread rapidly, we will not be the only ones building and operating this base. We will no doubt have to defend ourselves from hostile alliances. So there's information about the Starbase then. So they are eventually going to bring in the ability for these bases to be raided. Hey! But how are we going to do it? So, and I think that's the end. Yeah, that's the end of those missions. So, now let's see if the other ones have appeared back in the holodeck yet. No. So something tells me, because of the end of the event, I should have got those missions. I should have got them before the end of the arc. Yes, no, so that's what I've been trying to watch out for, but that's part of the reason why I've done the missions on a live, so we can try and find the hints together. But to be honest with you, I've not really found much in the way of hints. I mean, maybe I'm blind. Maybe it's just because I'm not very good at taking hints. So, but yeah, the spy that they bought in this arc, I'm definitely currently leaning towards Cisco. I'm definitely currently leaning towards Cisco. But yeah, so that's the missions finished. Well, that didn't last long, did it? I was kind of expecting them to be a little bit longer, but yeah, they didn't. They didn't last that long. So, what else can we go for then? So, I mean, obviously we've got this prospector. Now, this event you do need the starbase for. You do need that starbase for. But unfortunately, because I'm on my own, I can't build the starbase yet. I mean, let's have a look at what directives I've got. Probably none. No, my luck. So, scroll down. Right, so normal Armada directives. I've got 45, 140 rare, and 317 epic. So basically, I haven't even got enough to do one Armada. Which is that's the buzzkill. And level 33 Armada. Unfortunately, I can't. I wish I could. Because, yeah, then I'd be able to actually... Well, yeah, I can't claim any more on the chest yet until tomorrow because I've been claiming what I've got left over from being in Alliance. But it's a bit of a bummer, really. But it's not surprising because DJ did say before this arc started, this is one where you are going to have to work together as an alliance. You're going to all have to work together. Obviously, I haven't because, well, yeah. Well, I was when I was actually part of an alliance, but now I'm not. Yeah. So being solo is really gonna hurt. Too small for a 41 to start. Not really. I mean, if you're on about the Alliance chat up at the top, I decided just to go solo. So I thought I need to get out because there were varying reasons why I decided to go back solo for a bit. Because it's just being part of Alliance is brilliant and everything. People to talk with, but then you're going to have some people that you have disagreements with, and I just really felt like, yeah, okay, you don't want me in this alliance, do you? So I thought, you know what, I'm off. I can't be bothered, and I left. But there is more to it than that. You was happy to get the Dwarf Shifter skin for free. Yeah, I know what you mean. I say I got it. Obviously, I did that video on the Salvager, and to be honest, it's actually paying out a little bit better than I was expecting. But I've only done 2 pulls on it so far, so we'll have to see what happens over time if we get more pulls on it. So now, obviously, we've got the Infinite Incursions. So what events are they going to give us during the Incursions date? So Infinite Incursions, PvP and what's gains, Infinite Incursions, Damage Dealer, Raider, all that attack, all that. So basically it's the same events then, so yeah. Nice. Incursions are going to be quite interesting. No? So, but anyway, let's break down the arc so far then. What a start. It was a bit of a crap start, wasn't it? Nothing worked right. It all went up the pipe. The maintenance finished on time. We managed to get an hour or two to play out of it for those on the APAC and EU servers. The United States obviously was in bed. when all this happened, and obviously they woke up to the game still being in maintenance. It was a bit of a sham, and then the next thing was Gala being locked in jail, wasn't it? So it's just bit of an awkward start, and then things haven't quite gone according to plan during the month, have they? Neither. So let's have a look. At the minute, I don't really want to be spending too much on materials, because I'm trying to just sort of like build them up now. Because obviously I've got things like this shuttle bay here. Still require a hell of a lot for that. But yeah, the Ark, it's been, for the most part, it's not been too bad. I mean, the espionage events have run pretty well. The quizzes, yeah, they've run pretty good so far. There's been changes, yes. There's been a lot of delays in scoring. I mean, I think that's been pretty much every single day. So, but as I mentioned earlier, it's probably because Scopely are just so content at the minute of pushing new content all the time. They're not trying to streamline the game a bit more to allow this new content. I wish they handed out as much trit as they do Power Steel. Yes, I know where you're coming from, but I think it's all scaled. Because Power Steel is the one thing you can get through quite a bit of. But then again, you can get through quite a bit of Tritanium as well. There definitely is that. But yeah, lag, glitches, freezing, blare. Yeah, it's been definitely one of those months. And yeah, I mean, the missions as well. The missions have not been too bad. They're supposed to be having hints in them, but you've really got to look. You've really got to. Yeah, you can't even go back to. And this is the other thing as well. You can't, like, when you've done the missions, you can't go back to those missions and reread the dialogue. So it's like that one we've just done. It's gone. So which means I can't go back to reread the dialogue of it all and see what was said. And then maybe it's sort of like something I could pick something up later on. And look at the top BP. You've lost me there, Nuts. You've lost me. So. But, yeah. It'd be nice if we could actually go back and reread dialogues. But, that's Scopely for you. But yeah, so and then the characters that they've brought in, the three officers, I've not really had much chance to test them. The one test that I have did, because the first day I got Cisco and then I rang all three officers, because I wasn't finding the officers really beneficial. And it's just been one of those. It's hard to find something particularly good. Like I said, the events have been alright. The espionage events and the intelligence quiz and everything, testing your knowledge on Deep Space Nine. I really like that, where it really delved into Deep Space Nine this time. And even the third part, on the third week, it asking you to marry the who said what lines from the show. That was really good to see that, really testing your knowledge. The downside is, obviously, if you didn't know who said what, you had to go out the game and Google it. Should we really have to go out the game and use a different app to Google something just to answer? 90 million from last Monday was the top prize. Alright, yeah, Miles is awesome. Just talk him to tier 2. They need to fix Wesley. Yes. Yeah, people keep saying that Wesley's broken. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with Wesley, but I barely use him. I think the last time I used him was join Exchange Armadas. He's a level 10 player, isn't he? There he is. I don't even know what it is about him that's actually broken. Is it his captain's ability? Increases weapon damage against hostiles and armadas of crew attack. Yeah, so he basically takes the crew's attack ability and uses that against hostiles and armadas. What part of that is damage? Because I really don't know. I mean, if you want, I'll throw him on a ship. Shall we throw him on a ship and really test it out? Because it sounds like a good idea. Let's throw him on a ship. So, what ship shall we use? We'll use this one. So, right, let's get the crew off. Oh, hello, Jella. Oh, lovely job. This game just throws it out on me. Nope. I'm moving faster than what the game does. Right, so let's have a look at this. So we need the next gen crew. So we want Wesley in the captain's seat. Beverly. And let's have a look. We need a command. So we've only got Worf available. So there we go. Now, let's put some crew below deck. I'll tell you what, let's put DS9 below deck. Shall we? Let's put DS9 below deck. And then let's change it over for a semi-decent ship. My attack bonus at 25,000. Imagine 100% of that. But add Beverly and Marcus or 9 of 10. Okay. The one thing is I get slightly confused with when I'm reading stuff. It's like, am I reading this right? I mean, maybe my brain just doesn't work properly. I don't know. I mean, the attack Vogue or Kang boost the attack stat. Right. Okay. So let's take my baby Saladin. Right. So. Right, you said Vogue. Right, I'll tell you what. Dude, put him in by name, because it'll be a lot easier to find him. A lot easier. Sulu, Scotty, Hora, Vila, Vocus, Wotton. Okay. Borg. Oh, you want me to put 9 on? So let's go to group then, because we'll be able to find the Borg easier that way. Right, so 9 of 11. So, what does she do? She increases the defense of every officer on the ship. Was that what you was thinking? 8. Right, okay, so 8 it is. Let's go have a look for 8. And he's on ship C. Never mind, we'll take him off. We'll put him there. We'll put him back on later. So, right. So there we go. So right, what I'll do is I'll change ships because we're going to need. Oh, bloody hell! we're going to need that 300%. So let's put that on there. I can get 300% on that, can't I? No. Oh, I'll tell you what. Let's put some higher level officers on the ship. There we go. And there we go. Now the attack stats done. So there we go. We've got the attack stat. So now Wesley should be taking 100% of that. Now, this is where I do not really understand the game mechanic properly when it comes to the percentages of the officers off the stats. Now, you see, to me, 100% of the stats is taking out full 10,000. So, to me, that's what it should be. It should be adding that 10,000 to the attack against hostiles. Or, actually, 150%. Woohoo! So, and then, obviously, 8 is increasing the attack of every officer by 75%. So, yeah, now is that just the officers on the bridge, or is it the officers below deck as well? Tap the button and I upload Spock's Club. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't do Spock's Club though. I can't do that. Until they've given us a way for us to take this information off mobile onto Spock's Club. Unfortunately, I can't do Spock's Club because I really would like to actually use Spock's Club. So, unfortunately, I run mine off a mobile. Yeah. So, if I can just... let's do that. And... that. Here you go. So, that's what you see. There you go. Mobile. What have I done? Fuck off. So, I'm trying to get the. There we go. As you can see, I've got a camera and then I've got YouTube up on an old laptop. Because it is an old laptop. And it's Windows 7 as well. So it's not powerful enough to handle the game OBS. So it is a bit of a downside, but yeah. So, but right. So what are we saying is actually broken? Is Captain's ability that we're saying is broken? So, I mean, increases his own stats by 40%. Obviously, he's a tier 2, so... So, I'm guessing it's his captain's ability that everyone keeps saying is broken. Right, so let's get them cleared. Right, so we've got a hostile there, so... nothing works. So he's not improving his own stats as well. Wow. Well, that one's not going to work very well, is it? If I send in the wrong ship. Right. Let's send it out. Let's give it a proper test. So we'll send it out to Rator. But nothing works with him. Strange. Did he boost his stats by 5%? Nope. Such potential. Yes, mine does 40% because mine's tier 2. So, but by the sounds from what you're saying, that even that doesn't work. Maybe they should do with Wesley what they did with Tal. Switch him off. We don't need him. Well, to those who haven't got him yet, anyway. Those who have already got him, then you're lucky, but you just got a broken officer who doesn't actually do anything. Right, so we'll take on that level 30 there. That's good. So come on then, Wes. What you gonna do for me? Right, so he's destroyed that. So let's have a look at the battle log, shall we? Right. Right, so Wesley adds 150% of attack to damage against hostiles, and his mother is the 200% to mitigation stats. Okay, so he's adding. Check his stats before and then after the battle, what the difference was. Right. Okay, now so you've got more knowledge on this one. Because check the stats before. Well, the only way I can check my stats before, I think I know what you're on about. Right. Right, so what I'm going to do then is select that, scan it, and then click that, and then so the attack, but right. So which bit am I looking at? Because obviously it's going to be the attack of the officers. It's going to be this section, I believe, that I want to be looking at. So, I mean, is it the DPR I want to be looking at? Or is it that bit there? So, I mean, this is something that I'm learning myself. I'd love to actually try and learn the math of the game. So, right. So, if I look at all that, so we've got... Right. Tell you what. I'm actually going to write that lot down. Tap the attack circle I. Okay. Against a hostile level 41, your armored will result in the mitigation of 60. Wow. I didn't know this. I didn't know I could do. Wow. 4 years in the game nearly, and I still don't know this. Wow. Okay, so I'll tell you what we'll do is yeah. So that's the attack. So the damage, your officers provide the attack bonus of 300% of 10,045. So it added 10,000. Now take him off. Right. I've not attacked this target yet, so I'm guessing I'm going to need to... Oh, I'm going to have to chase him halfway through the system. Because by the sounds that was something I could have done outside my base. But we're learning something new every day. I mean, I see the other content creators like using Spock's Club quite a lot. But for those of us who don't have access to... Right, so... Right, okay, so that's not changed. All that's the same. All that's still the same. Right. Oh, for God's sake. That's the one thing I'm finding now is that arrow button keeps graying out for me. Right, so let's bring the Intrepid home then. And then we'll take him off the ship, he said. So manage, assign new officers. What I'll do then is I'll just stick Kumak up there for the sheer hell of it. Would that be ideal? I mean, it's boosted my attack. It changes when you put him. Now take him off and check again. Right. Okay, so scan that. Hi, Matthew. Welcome to the stream. I'm not too bad. Yourself, buddy? We're just learning how to do the math in the game while we're looking at a broken officer. So, right. And who is Marisi? Matthew, who's Marisi? Have I missed something? Has there been? I don't even know who he is. Now, notice I'm still perplexed on what I need to be looking at here. My damage per round's gone up. I'll say that much. Yeah, now you're finding something odd with this now. Because now this is where I'm starting to get confused with the game. Matthew, I know nothing about this. Has this been in GC? Because obviously I don't look on GC. It bores me. And I seriously hope I didn't find one of his miners out there today. Was the other day. I still don't know nothing about it. I literally know nothing about this. Has been, I was still in Alliance until yesterday, and there was nothing posted in our Discord or anything about it. Was this announced server wide or? Because I know nothing about this one. Right, Nuts, what looked wrong about that? Because I'm slightly perplexed on what looked wrong. Because I'm really wasn't GC, but if you don't read, so taken off the bridge, we're trying to see where the 150% bonus shows up. Right. Okay, so so just taking him off the bridge. So Bev, group, Wes. Right, so basically we just need to take him out of the captain's seat then, don't we? So I'll tell you what, we'll do it that way round. We'll see what that does. And then no, we don't want to select a base. Okay, right, now that has dropped. That has dropped by 31 points. Just read. Like, you've got me. So, I'll say taking him off. That has actually changed that. So, let's put him back on, and then we'll. Yeah. So there we go. So with Wes as captain, that's gone up to 10,045, but take him off as captain, that goes down to 10,014. So, I mean, that's definitely not 150%. That is definitely not 150%. Empty the bridge, check the... Okay. So we'll do that then. That's absolutely fine. I'm quite happy to do things like this. So off we go. Off we... Bagger off. Right, so confirm that. So select a ship, scan it, and discussing new features, communication issues. Oh, it looks like RevJuice has put his grading out. So that should be interesting to see what he's grading. Right, so there you go. So, right, we got 6,800 of the damage. So empty the bridge, check the attack stats, add all of them, add him, check, and then add synergy. Right, so let's go in there. And we scroll all the way down here. Right, Wesley. So what we'll do is we'll start with just Wesley on his own. And then obviously he boosts 100%, doesn't he? When the bow breaks, yeah, 100% the attack of the crew. So we'll select a red dot. And then... Right, so 7496. Okay, so let's break out the handy dandy calculator. Obviously, sorry you guys can't see the calculator. Over 7496. 90. That says 0.9. So that's not 100%. That's definitely not 100%. I mean, what is the difference? 7496 minus 68. So the increase is only 696. That's all the increase is. So now we'll add the synergy back on. And what we'll do is we'll go Beverly first. Right, okay, so there's a difference. Adding Beverly on. So that's took it up even, that's a bit higher. But obviously we've added Beverly's attack stats onto it. I know attack stats are 286, which is right. So yeah, that's I'm still failing to see what is broken with him. So I mean, if you can, any ideas? If you're still there. What I'll do though is for the grading, since we've gone completely off the grading, I will do a video for the grading if I can figure something out. So 100% of 5,000 is another 5,000. Yeah, that's right. So what you're saying is then, so the attack stat I've got here is 6,800. Okay, that's without Wesley on the bridge, right? So what you're saying is then, and obviously do correct me if I'm wrong, adding Wesley should basically double that to 13,400. Would that be right? Is that what we should be seeing? Adding Wesley to it. Right. So he's saying that he increases attack again. Right. Right. So hang on. Right. Let me. Right. So Wesley's attack on this is 585. So when we add Wesley to the bridge, he brings it up to 7,496 attack, right? So when obviously his captain's ability will work when he actually goes up against hostiles. So they have just gone full synergy. So obviously now that means it's going to go up by 200%. So it's going to be when he takes on hostiles. That will be during combat. That would actually be during the combat. His own attack stat should go up by 40%. So so what was he? 585, wasn't he? So let me just 585 times 1.4. So that means his attack stat should go up to 819. His attack stats should go up to 819 in a fight. So let's bring the Intrepid back out again. No, his cap move starts as soon as you add him. Does it? I thought it only happened in combat because it says against hostiles or armadas. And obviously if I've got him as captain and I go after a blue dot instead, his captain's ability shouldn't work. Which means that now as it stands at the minute, 200% should not work if I go up against a blue dot. But if I go up against one of the red dots or an armada, that 200% should then be added. If I'm right. I mean, if there's anybody else who has any ideas, then please feel free to drop them. And I welcome all opinions on all sides on this one. I really do. Right. So the Intrepid's arrived and we've got a red dot nearby. Right, so we'll go up against this one. Hi, Mark. Would you not only see it in the battle log after a fight? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So the current stat stands at... Okay, maybe I should have put the Borg back on. Because this is lower. So the attack stat that we're fighting with is 8564. So the attack, so that should jump up by 200%. So what we should see is 8564 times 2. So basically the attack then should go up to just over 17,000 during the fight. But the one thing is how can we actually see that in the battle log? Because I can't really tell the difference in the battle log. All I know, is he proccing? So, let's have a look at this one. I shouldn't really be hitting the Romans because I'm losing bloody reputation every time I take one on. So, right. Should we not do 2 ones? One with him as captain, the same one, take him off and... Yeah, there you go. Right, so we've got the battle log here. So as you can see above me, Wesley apparently is proccing. He's actually proccing. So, yeah, even Worf's proccing on this one. Should see the damage dealt. Yeah, so right. So my Intrepid, then, there is firing 161,867. So that's the shot. So right, so we're definitely agreeing with control. And once again, my arrow's greyed out again. That is really frustrating. Right, right. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. Shouldn't have done that bit. Right, 1, 2. Right. So just put everything back into dock so I can move the base. Right. And as per usual, there's no space. There's going to be no space, so we'll go over here. We'll find a slightly stronger target. So I'll move the base there. Right. So instant repair. Right. So, it's his captain's ability we're looking at. So what I'll do is I'll just move him over to the Osmers and slide down to the last shot of the round. Okay. That's absolutely fine. I'm willing to go wherever you want me to take this. So, last shot of the round. Weapons charging. Separatist saw some eclipse. To be honest, I think I'd be better here because I can get my base in right next to him. And if obviously we're going to do quick switches, we're going to need the base nearby. Slide down. Right, so do you want it here or do you want it right down to that one? Because obviously there was only 2 rounds, it didn't go very far. We're definitely going to need some stronger opponents. And obviously this is the highest system I can go without going into deep space. Sorry I had to keep going onto my game profile, but it's the only way I can get that pissing grey triangle to activate. Right, so that's a stronger target. So what we're going to do is we're going to send him in. Well, this is Beverly in command. Eclipse for all the rounds. I take it that means eclipses are better for scoring more rounds. At least 20. Yeah, that's only gone 2 rounds as well. Right, okay then. So you're saying go to eclipse. No, yeah, right. So that's relatively good. Oh, bloody hell! Come on. Hit a 34 or higher. Right. Now, the problem with that is I'm not going to be... Hey, Dave. I'm not going to get back to my base fast enough. Will these 28s not suffice for this kind of a test? Because bearing in mind, I'm using the Intrepid against these. So I would have thought this will go quite a few rounds. I mean, the Intrepid is like 2 million. So, that will then proc up there. 5 rounds. And that arrow's bloody greyed out again. Right. Okay, so nuts. Will 5 rounds be alright, or do we need to be looking at the 20 rounds? Because let's have a look. 34 there. Oh, hang on. Alright, that's good. Stop. So now that's going to take a bit of time to bring him home. Are you looking forward to incursions, or is it losing its appeal now? It lost its appeal last round. Literally lost its appeal. All it is at the minute is focused on base raiding, which I don't have an issue with. Base raiding. But to me, for base raiding, it takes too long. Even with the amalgam pulling the billions that players have been seeing, or in my case of mere millions. I think the most millions I've ever pulled out of a base is about 10.5 million. It still takes too long to drain a base. Even working with an alliance or other players, it still takes too long, in my opinion. Way too long. When you're raiding a base, you should be in, scoop pretty much as you can, and get out. So which means I think they really need to change the stats on the amalgam, in my opinion. So, right. So we've done Beverly. So let's put Boy Wonder back in the driver's seat. And then we'll go after that 28 there. But yeah, Incursions has definitely lost its appeal to me. Absolutely. I'll fly out to a system if we have a specialized system. Yeah, on the flip side, I'm glad it does take so long, because obviously with me getting raided the other morning, I was glad that it was raiding for over an hour, but then that was my fault for not shielding, and I should have shielded. Right, so we're not going to look at that one. So now, trust me to hit a critical hit. The amalgam does need a buff. Oh, a massive buff. Bring out skin. The buff, I mean, the buff I would be looking at is probably send it to at least on a tier 1, 2.5%. That's what it should start at. Not this 0.001. It starts at 2.5%. And then by the time it gets to it's maxed out, I would probably say 25%. That's what I would be looking at. That is what I call a heavy hitting raider. Well, actually, a cargo hold of about 10 billion. Yeah, that would be brilliant, and you can fill it up like that. Those trillions. So right, so we're going 5 rounds. So I'm guessing you want me to go all the way down to the bottom. Trust me to get a critical. Yes, trust me to get a critical. The one thing is I do have noticed though with my Stellars, because of my current M number, and I will just throw this in here, is I don't need to put a PvE crew on it. I can put whatever I want on it and I can still get my cargo loads. So, right, So there you go. So there's my 2 kinetic weapons with no criticals. So will these suffice? What has gone up to 243,000? Yeah. No, just want to compare round to round. Oh, right. Okay. Right. So what I'll do is I'll put myself in the middle. So right, we'll start with the first round then. So I'm going to discount that because obviously that's a critical. Those are energy weapons. Oh yeah. Yeah. The Intrepid doesn't have kinetic weapons, does it? So, yeah, so that's a critical, okay? So, there we go, 206, 206, and then obviously the third weapon's still charging. And that's round 2, so 206. Round 3, oh, trust me to get some criticals, but the first gun's dropped its shots, strength. So round 4, we hit a critical, and yeah, okay. You did you double damage done compared to your control? Right. That was the control. Right. So those numbers are relatively easy. Right. So here's Boy Wonder. 1 extra round. So we've had to go further. So 198. So which means now I'm seeing where he's not working. Now I see why he plays 243 compared to 147. That was a critical. That 243 was a critical if I remember correctly. So 205, 256. So again, I'm not actually seeing any change. Hang on, that was 206,000 on the last one. 189. But no, I'm not actually seeing any... I mean, I don't know how you guys are seeing this. I mean, that's round 6. We didn't get a round 6 with Beverly in command. But it's like, yes, you are now looking at Beverly. It's not. No, I was doing Beverly on the previous one. This is Boy Wonders. This is Boy Wonder in command. His Mama is the other battle log. But no, I'm not really seeing any changes. So I'm going to bring my ship back into base for a minute. And then... Right, upgrade. Right, so... Okay, so why doesn't it want to scroll? Here we go. Right, so that's the double cannon. Yeah, I thought it would have been much higher with Boy Wonder. Well, a lot of people don't really rate Wesley Crusher in the show, so I didn't think he was too bad. But in the first season, it was kind of weird how he was always saving the Enterprise over experienced Starfleet officers. But so right, so so that's 211. So that hello. Right, so that's the big gun. Right, so this is the one I'm looking at, right? So that's its damage. It was 100,000 more. No, I don't really see the distinction between Wesley and Luke Skywalker. I really don't. But no. Now, obviously, this is the weapon that fires every single round. Its minimum is 12,000. Its top is 15,000. Look at Bez logs, then Boy Wonder. Right, so Bez logs. So, this is Beverly's logs. Okay, so this is Beverly in command. So, so there's a kinetic weapon firing. But yeah, I'm right. So maximum firepower. My energy weapon that fires every single round. It fires 15,000. But yeah, I've got 206,000. I mean, I'm certainly not seeing what it should be. I mean, obviously, it's going to be affected by research. So that's going to boost it. But anyway, this is the single weapon. This blue one here. It's fine. 206, 193,000. Then it hits another critical. And then hits a critical again. So that's a single weapon. So 198 to... Was it 198? Oh, 193 to 206,000. So that's the kind of damage that Beverly put out. Write those down, then look at Boy Wonder. So, right. So, round 2. So, 205,000 for the same weapon. 205,000 for the same weapon. Where's this doing 243? You're looking at one. Which weapon are you looking at? Because I'm looking at this one, the one that fires every single round. I mean, the one that fires every 2 rounds is this one here. And then as you can see, the third weapon is here. So round 3, 189,000 for the one that fires every single round. Yeah, this one is Wesley's. This one is Wesley's. Compare, and I'm not seeing any difference. I'm not seeing much difference. The difference is probably something like about 1%. I'm seeing. So obviously here's weapon 2 and weapon 3. So, I mean, to be honest, there's not much difference between them whatsoever. So, now if he's meant to be increasing damage by 200%, if I'm right, taking the 193 from the last round, I'm just going to round it down. Yes, this is Wesley's. This one is Wesley's. So 193 times 2. So in essence, hey Bandit. Yeah, not kidding, buddy. Not kidding. How's Blackpool, mate? So what I'm seeing then is Wesley's damage when he procs at 200% should be basically turning that single weapon, this one here, Okay, I've done it based on Beverly's. Should be turning it to 386,000 damage. Would that be what you think it should be? Because that is double 100. I've taken 193 from Beverly, 193,000 from Beverly. This single energy weapon, and I've doubled it, which is what Wesley should be doing based on when the bow breaks. Would that be right? So 386,000, which is double 193. Would that work out what you think, Nuts? That's what it should be. Because obviously if he's working, then that's what I would think. Because obviously what I'm seeing is, yeah, it's not really increasing it that much. No, wait, hang on. No, I've done that. I've got that wrong in my head. I've got that completely wrong, haven't I? It's double. Right. Hang on, I've got it wrong, haven't I? So let's go in there. Click that. 8564 and 8564 8 12 11 16 17. Right, so he should be adding 17,128 to this is where the maths on all this really does perplex me. So we'll go back to Beverly's. I'm not going to use the first round. I'm going to use the second round shot. The second round shot. On the first energy weapon. 206080. 17128 8 10 2 13 4 243,000. Is that what you're telling me that Wes should be doing? Because you keep mentioning 243. Have I finally clicked? Have I finally got it through my thick skull? Is that what you're saying that Wesley should be doing? I mean, the only thing I can think of is at minute Nuts, you've been banging your head against a desk or something like that, thinking, you stupid Englishman, come on, see sense. That's all I can think at the minute. So, 243,000 is what Wes did after the Bev run. Well, this is the second round. This energy weapon is doing nearly 1,000 less than what it did on Beverly's run. This one is Wesley's run. And Beverly did 206,000 on that on this second round hit. because and then obviously if we look at the round 5, that's only 213,000 for Wesley. It's crazy. I get the same thing. He's doing less damage. Is it working in reverse? Possibility. Let's go back in. Right, this is Beverly's. Okay, Beverly's one. We're going to go down all the way down to round 5. She would have to hit it critically round 5, wouldn't she? But that 385,000. Yeah, that's right. There's just so much math. Yeah, 210%. I mean, I don't know if anyone else is seeing what we're seeing. I mean, it's not right. Does this look like it's actually working in reverse? I do apologise, I keep going on to the profile. But this bloody back arrow. So right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another Beverly one because those criticals are throwing me somewhat chronic. We all got to do that. What do you mean? Right, so is there a 28 outside my base? Yes, there is. Also, I want to try and keep the control as best as possible. Agreed. It's definitely not working as you would expect. Right, so now this is Beverly's log. Here we go. Right. It just look back around to the back button is broken. Yes, it is broken. And it's frustrating the hell out of me. Right, so this is round 1, and now Beverly's gone 6 rounds with this one. So she's gone 6 rounds. 202. 191. 204. 180. Oh, and then I went crit. Nice. Now, is it me, or do they look like they're less than what she did last time she went up against the hostiles? The exact same crew, but yet she's banging like 206, 193, another crit, and another crit. I'm not used to running like all these kind of tests. I mean, I just usually go out and shoot, but it's actually good to run these tests. I mean, and we're running it where you all can see what's happening. And I think this is definitely where Spock's Club comes in, because where you can definitely see what's going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another Wesley run. I'll do another Wesley run. Not that we're actually going to find any difference, right? But you never know. We might get lucky. Right, so now I've got to find another 28 nearby. There's one. And I know we also have to think about RNG when it comes to the fights and all that. How everything works, how much attack you're going to do, how much you're going to negate and everything like that. Right, so that's Wesley doing another run. Now it's saying he's procking again. But again, 195. How many rounds did this go? 6 rounds. Okay, so now we've got a bit more of a baseline here. 203. 192. Oh, hello. That wasn't meant to happen. Didn't mean to do that bit. 199. 219. And then to end it off on a 218. Yeah, he's definitely not working properly, is he? I mean, I didn't even... Or... does that 200% kick in the longer the fight? Does it kick in? You know, I think I'm going to have to sit down and work this out because I might have to go knock it right back down to basic levels, get a G2 ship out and a basic level G2 ship and send that out. And then test him out with that. Here's a stupid idea. It is a stupid idea. Why is the banner coming up? I don't know how this is going to work. Probably not very well looking at those figures. So, right, there's a 28 all the way up there. I mean, in theory, the Intrepid should be able to take it out. So, let's get a fresh... What's that? Oh yeah, I know what that was. So what we're going to do is I'm going to test Wesley on his own on the bridge, and then I'm going to put a different officer. So if you want to give me an idea what officer you want me to put on the bridge, I'll put an officer on the bridge. Don't matter who it is, just let me know. So obviously the Intrepid's won that fight. So now we're going to head home, repair. Because obviously it's his captain's ability. So his captain's ability is now down to 100%. Got no synergy whatsoever. But that should always still add something. Right. So what officer would you like me to add as a comparison to Boy Wonder here? Do you want me to compare him with his mum? I mean, we can literally go like that. I mean, I know. Bit daft. Nope, not going to work. It's not going to kick in. Ugh. I do have two officers which are roughly the same, which is Beverly and Worf. Tashi has too low. Geordie, his stats are going to be different. Now, Nuts as well. I know you want me to look at TOS Spock's office ability. Do not worry, I have not forgotten about that. I'm just trying to figure out the way around of do it. Try Cisco. Okay. Cisco it is. So we're dropping our health a little bit. The attack's gone up a wee bit, but defensive maneuvers. Okay, his captain's ability is not going to make odds or sods, or his officer's ability, because obviously he's against the Armadas. So now put myself back there. Right, so now we need to find a 28. No. No. What you thinking? Because that's Cisco. So who was you? There you go. Put Wesley back in. Martok. Okay, let's have a look for Martok. Mine's only a tier 1. It's not exactly strong. Increases kinetic weapons damage. Don't mind. Okay, right. So what I'll do then is I'll stick his mother in, because she's against hostiles as well. So there you go. Send the Intrepid out. Yeah, okay then. Ooh, it's not mining. Okay, so right, let's start with Beverly as a control. So just Beverly on the captain's seat. Oh, hang on, before that breaks. So the attack we were doing was 311. Whoops. Right, so let's have a look at her attacks. Right. So obviously we can immediately see here a drop in the weapon damage. So obviously taking his first weapon, how many rounds did we go? We went 7 rounds this one. So 165k on that one. What do we do on the next round? 162, so we weren't far off. 142, so that's probably more the bottom of the weapon. 151, 155, back up to 162, 148 to finish off. Okie dokie. So that's that. Now let's have a look at Wesley's. So Wesley was doing a lot more damage on his own. 696. And that was 90%. So it's like 3 times as more. Right, battle log. Right, so we're already up to 177 as a top line. $175, $149, $163, $160. Critical. How many? And he only went 6 rounds as well. Now, I'm still struggling with this one. I am still struggling. Because is he working or not? I mean, 177 over 165. I mean, yeah, he's got increased attack. His percentage is 3 times higher. So I'm not seeing the, well, I mean, even in the previous logs, I'm still not seeing that boost. I mean, the problem is I think I've got too much to take into account, like how much research amount is being added to my ships. Because obviously I've got things like all the battleship research from the different trees. I've got the general research, general combat research added on. So it's just adding all that extra power to my weapons. So, but yeah, it's a difficult one. I mean, people are saying that he's broken, and yeah, I can definitely see where they're all coming from with his abilities. But it's like, is he actually adding? I mean, it says only his captain's ability is proccing. Are we seeing 100% increase on that attack? Or is that just from basics? I don't know. I suppose it's something to ponder, isn't it? But anyway, so time's getting on, so we're definitely over 2 hours on stream time now. So I think it's about time I started wrapping up. And obviously, what I want to do, I might take Wesley off or place him below deck, confirm his stats. Right. Take Wesley off or place him below deck, confirm, check his stats, and then put him in the captain's chair. Okay. So, literally in dock. So, bring it back to dock. And that's fine. I'm quite happy to. Yeah. Yeah. I see where you're going. Yeah. I see where you're going with all this. Right. So, clue starts straight there. So we'll confirm that in. So there's his ability. There's his stats right there. And then if I'm moving below deck, his stats drop. Okay, so what happens if we move him into the... There you go. So now his stats are still different back on the bridge. Check his stats. Oh, okay. What I'm seeing there is exactly what I was seeing on the other screen. 641, 641, 619. Going to take that off. 641, 641, 619. Now make him captain. There you go. 696, 696, 674. And that's exactly what I'm seeing here. His attack stats for being in the captain's chair has not changed. Is it stats being increased by 40%? You have to confirm. Now I can confirm. There you go. Exactly what I was seeing. So is his stats being affected by 40%? No, they're not being affected by 40%. But the ship is in dock. It's not actually in the fight. I can't be 100% sure. I mean, somebody would have to correct me. As far as I'm aware, the captain's ability and officer's abilities only activate when the ship is actually in combat. Take off the bridge and confirm. Okay. Five 563. And I can tell you now, putting them up even in the officer's position, 641 from 585 is not 40%. That's not 40%. That works. Right, which bit? Which bit? Do the math on the base numbers as it is. Is it 40? No, it's not. I've just taken his attack and I've added 40 onto it. So I've taken the attack from here, from this, 585, and I've added 40 and I get 625. So we'll move him up, confirm, go back in, info, his attack 641. He's 16 points short. 16 points short. but it's supposed to be adding 40%. So 585 plus 40%. So his attack starts going from lower deck to the bridge. Should take it from 585 to 819. That's 40. That's 40% added on. So, yeah. Yeah. So so that 40% is not being added, and the problem is I can't. I'm struggling to figure out how we can actually determine if he's actually working other than using those big numbers. Okay, so there's no more 28s in here. Right, so we'll just have to use this one. Right. So damage per round, just using Wesley, is 375,000. So let's take a look at one of his battle logs. $334,000. Unfortunately, I haven't noticed because it's 5 past midnight here, and I really need to get some sleep because the kids are back at school tomorrow. So I need to get some. So I need to wrap up the stream. But looking at this, I mean, I'm actually seeing his DPR is dropping. Oh, hang on. Dumb nut. I'm a dumb bugger. Right? Of course, it's going to say that. Right, so... Right. Bring the Intrepid out. Scan that 27. No. Right, so... Damage per round, 334. I mean, this could be another completely wrong way around it. I don't know. Did it shrink? Did what shrink? Yeah, that's the difference between it being in dock and out in space. So, at the minute, my Intrepid is now currently floating in space. And it has a DPR of 334. But yeah, if we take a look at the battle log from when he was in a fight, using this, again the DPR is 334. So I'm not sure what I need to be looking at. But anyway, it's definitely time for me to start wrapping up because all these numbers is, this is a lot to look at. There's a lot to think about. But it's certainly one thing I can look at testing tomorrow when I'm bored. So, but anyway, thank you everyone for joining the stream tonight. I'm sorry there wasn't more missions to do, but apparently some of them disappear. I'll be messaging Scopely about that, about where's my other missions gone. So, but anyway, thank you for joining me. Stay safe and live long and prosper. And I bid everyone in the UK good night and everyone in the States a good evening. Goodbye.